Today is Tuesday, September 18th, 2012. New day. Good morning. Let's see what Psalm 12 has to say. For the choir director, a psalm of David, to be accompanied by an 8-stringed instrument. Help, O Lord, for the godly are fast disappearing. The faithful have vanished from the earth. Neighbors lie to each other, speaking with flattering lips and insincere hearts. May the Lord bring their flattery to an end and silence their proud tongues. They say, we will lie to our heart's content. Our lips are our own. Who can stop us? The Lord replies, I have seen violence done to the helpless, and I have heard the groans of the poor. Now I will rise up to rescue them, as they have longed for me to do. The Lord's promises are pure, like silver refined in a furnace, purified 7 times over. Therefore, Lord, we know you will protect the oppressed, preserving them forever from this lying generation, even though the wicked strut about and evil is praised throughout the land. So how does this reflect me? My choices. The faithful have vanished from the earth. Neighbors lie to each other. I wonder what neighbors represent, because it seems to me they're all anything evil and wicked and lying is influence from hell, and I can allow it in and take on that behavior, or I can resist it and ask for the Lord's salvation and ask Him to come and remove that from me and be protected from it. And I can, and I'm not really great at this, but I'm trying to get better at recognizing that evil is influence from hell. It's not me. And I can choose any time to act from the influence of heaven versus acting from the influence of hell. Neighbors. Neighbors are not me, but they live nearby, in one definition. Another definition is simply anyone. Neighbors lie to each other, speaking with flattering lips and insincere hearts. Lie to each other. Well, I recognize myself in that statement. When I am not being honest with people, I will lie because I don't want to hurt someone's feelings, because I don't want to have a reputation for being a complainer or critical or nasty, but usually it's harmful to me and it isn't honest. And I'm talking usually social lies, where I'll overlook. I won't say to someone, I understand that your intentions are good, but, the way you feel about this issue is different than the way I feel about this issue, and I would appreciate it if you wouldn't tell me what you think I should do. Instead, I'll just go, that's nice, and move on. And that's because I don't want to seem mean and nasty. But it doesn't defend my autonomy as an individual. And it perpetuates this social thing that humans do of telling each other what to do. And I do it too. So then it, I think, gives me permission to tell other people what to do. And I shouldn't tell other people what to do. I can't control anyone else. Telling someone else what to do gives the illusion that I am in charge and should and can and should tell other people what to do. Alright, so the neighbors lie to each other. I'm just fascinated by this one verse in this, and it's because I'm realizing there's so many different, evil and deception and all these things that I'm trying to resist. All these influences from hell are described in so many different ways, and I'm trying to figure out what the neighbor specifically refers to here. So in a good way, a neighbor is an influence from heaven, obviously. In the natural world, a neighbor is someone who might live next door, might live down the street, might be a member of my same social community or spiritual church community. But a neighbor is also anyone in whom I can see the Lord's love. But I should assume I can see the Lord's love in everyone, because I don't know anyone well enough necessarily to know them, to have a place to judge whether they have the Lord's love in them or not. Alright, so in a good sense, the neighbor is community. And if people are lying to each other, it's a really unhealthy community. So I guess it's very simple in that if I'm just denying things to myself, if I'm lying to myself, if I'm staying in a place of denial and misinformation, I could see that as being the victim of a situation, always choosing to see myself as the victim of my life, of my situation, never acknowledging the role I play in my life, that I contribute to my own unhappiness. That's the neighbors lying to each other. I can think of my own intellect and my own will. I have this impression of being separate things. I can want something and choose to do something else, so I can somewhat separate my actions from my desires. It's hard to do, but I can do it. And if my desires and my actions are... sometimes it's really good if my actions and my desires are out of sync. If I want to do one thing, but I choose to do something else because I know intellectually I don't want to eat that cookie. It's not good for me, and I will feel unhappy and cranky after I eat that cookie. Even though my desire is to eat that cookie because it tastes good, because all these reasons that are not good reasons to eat a nasty cookie. In that situation, if I don't eat the cookie, if my intellect wins and defeats my desire to eat the cookie, or brings into alignment my desire to eat the cookie. And this is talking about the neighbors are lying to each other, which makes it seem like my intellect is telling me something untrue and my desire is telling me something untrue. Maybe they're still not in agreement. Oh, maybe they are coming to the same conclusion, but they're both telling lies to get there. My intellect is saying, oh no, it's okay to eat that cookie. It's just one cookie. It won't contribute to long-term bad health. And my will is saying, you want that cookie, you deserve that cookie, So I end up eating the cookie, which is not a good thing. Okay, that's such a stupid example, except that eating junk food is something that's really hard for me not to do, so it's actually a very real-world thing for me. Alright, well, I'm out of time again. Email me at newdaygoodmorning@gmail.com. Leave a comment below. What did you get out of this? I got to one verse. I'm very sleepy. So let me know what you got out of this. I'd really love your input. Thanks for joining me so that I do my Bible study in the morning, and maybe it'll help me not eat junk food today. I hope you have a blessed day.